Hello, everyone. Well, it's not going to be a perfect weather day across Wisconsin, but it's certainly going to be a lot better than yesterday. And the biggest reason why it's going to be dry today across the state. Now, there's still some lingering cloud cover out there this morning. We've got to call it mostly cloudy skies for this morning, but mostly sunny. In the afternoon in southern Wisconsin, the average temperature is going to be about 63 degrees. Now, keep in mind, normal for this time of year is upper 50s, so a little bit above normal. The only problem is it may not completely feel like the low 60s this afternoon because when we get to our high temperatures, it is going to get windy again. Our gusts are going to be around 30 miles per hour. So that's kind of the one negative. Otherwise, this will be a pretty nice day, but because of the wind, we kind of like a day where we just had light winds. But we'll certainly take a dry day. That's for sure. Now, I do want to mention northern Wisconsin as well. And here, same story with the cloud cover. Mostly cloudy in the morning, mostly sunny in the afternoon. Winds aren't going to be quite as strong. Gusts are about 25 miles per hour, but kind of a subtle difference. We'll go ahead and call it breezy, though, for northern Wisconsin versus windy across the southern part of the state. But probably the biggest difference is not very much of a warm-up compared to yesterday. I think the average temperature only about 56 degrees, which you should be in the upper 50s as well in northern Wisconsin as well. And so this is actually just a touch below normal. And it seems like we can't stay dry for long, right? So when is the rain coming back? Because you know it is. This evening, we're still going to be dry. This is 8 o'clock. And notice, we're still talking about mostly clear skies across the state. But after 8 o'clock, the clouds are going to start thickening up, and eventually the rain will be pushing back in. So I think for if you're in the Winona area, La Crosse, Madison, I think the rain chance begins about 3 a.m. So very late tonight or early tomorrow morning, depending on your definition. And then we jump ahead to 8 a.m. and more going on. Now, it's mostly going to be scattered showers for the morning commute tomorrow, but I do want to mention the possibility for some isolated thunderstorms. And this will continue through the morning hours and into the early afternoon. Here we are at noon. And notice those areas of yellow and orange showing up, indicating where thunderstorms might be. So probably mostly showers, but the chance for some storms as well. Tomorrow, looking windy across the state, so even in the northern part of the state where it's just going to be breezy day, the wind's going up a little bit, so kind of looking at gusts in that 30 to 35 mile per hour range. And let's take a look at our temperatures in the afternoon, and notice that we're going back down for everyone. So we may only top out in some places in northern Wisconsin in the upper 40s, and in the southern part of the state, not talking about the 60s anymore. In fact, depending on how much rain you see, some might get stuck in the low 50s. Probably the warmest temperatures we'll be talking about are temperatures in the upper 50s. Notice, though, 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, drier than what we're going to be seeing during the morning and early afternoon. That said, we don't completely dry out. I still have to leave in the chance for isolated showers across the southern part of the state for Friday evening. This is at 8 o'clock. And still scattered activity for the northern part of the state, really from La Crosse on up to Chippewa Falls. A little bit better chance of rain Friday night in the northern part of the state than the southern part of the state. We might actually completely dry out in the southern part of the state late Friday night, but certainly a chance of rain there during the evening hours. Now, I mentioned that chance of thunderstorms Friday morning into the early afternoon, and unfortunately, I do have to mention a small chance for severe weather as well. Again, I talked about how it's mostly going to be showers, but the problem is any storms that do pop up could, in a worst-case scenario, produce penny-sized hail and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. It's more likely that will not occur, and if you do see a thunderstorm, which even that isn't a guarantee, it's more likely you're just going to see some heavy rain and lightning. But if the storm overachieves, talking about up to penny-sized hail and gusts up to 50 miles per hour during the morning through the early afternoon on Friday, and that's everywhere in the state except Milwaukee, Racine, Kenosha, and Lake Geneva.